Assalamualaikum and very good evening to our lecturer, Madam AFNI. Welcome to our team activity presentation. I am FIRDAUS and I'm thrilled to be here with you today. Let me quick introduce my team member. Okay, first is my name is Muhammad FIRDAUS bin HASHIM. Second is HALIDA binti ISMAIL. Third is NURHIDAYAH binti JAMALUDDIN. Fourth is NABILLAH binti Muhammad KHAIRI. Fifth is SITI NURHIDAYATUL AKMA binti Abu Bakar. And lastly is AIENA binti SHUKOR.
Assalamualaikum and hi. So next slide is I'm going to explain about work-based structure in a team activity. So the use of WBS is that utilize this technique, and this is one of the most important project management document. It is single-handedly integrates scope, cost and schedule baseline, ensuring that project plans are in alignment. Secondly is WBS is clearly demonstrate the relationship between the project deliverable, and the third is the WBS had certain level. So each of level typically is a phase of the project. So level 1 is has 5 elements. In each this element are typical phase of a project. The second level is element the unique deliverable in each phase, and regardless of the type of WBS, the lower level elements are all deliverable. So as you can see here, the level 1 for team activity are lead by Muhammad FIRDAUS, and the second one second level phase is divided by 3 instead from 5 work, but from these 3 main works, main tasks, we have divided it to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to 7 tasks. So for registration early bird handled by HALIDA, quiz session by HIDAYAH, stress test sharing session lead by Encik Firdaus. So from my side, HALIDA, I will handle in sorting data, and Firdaus will help me on cross-check list participant attendance. And for the quiz sessions, we have 3 types of tasks, which is create account in the website platform, design the quiz presentation, and also generate the question. And lastly, stress test session, we divide it to 2, which is choose and study the website platform, which platform that we will use, and lead by Firdaus, and also helped by AIENA, which is sorting the result.
For my part is Responsible Assignment Matrix, RAM. A RAM in project management should be referred to by all parties throughout a project because it helps plan an individual's roles and responsibility before work begin. A RAC matrix ensure all stakeholders know who is responsible for completing a task or getting feedback on deliverables. The 4 roles are broken down as follows. First is responsible, the person completing the task. Accountable, the team member coordinating the action, making decision and delegating to those responsible for the task. Consulted, the person who will be communicated with regarding decision and task. And lastly is informed, the person who will be updated during the project and upon the completion. Okay, for the first is a team leader, as a predecessor. Okay, for the task 1 is registration early bird, is HALIDA is a predecessor. And 1.1 cross-check list of participant and attendance is me as a predecessor. 1.2 sorting data, name and phone numbers is HALIDA as a predecessor, and the second activity is quiz session. Its predecessor is HIDAYAH. 2.1 create account in platform, AIENA as predecessor. 2.2 design quiz presentation, AKMA as a predecessor. 2.3 general question is HIDAYAH as a predecessor. And then the third activity is stress test and sharing experience session. Me, FIRDAUS as a predecessor. And 3.1 choose and study the platform is also me as a predecessor. And 3.2 sorting the result, AIENA as a predecessor.
So, let's move to the next diagram of the presentation, which is the sequence activity table. The sequence activity table will be presented clearly in the network diagram. Every activity will be specific and will arrange in the proper sequence. As you can see, this is the sequence activity table of team activity. It consists of 18 activities listed with responsible persons on each activity. By looking at this table, all of activity team's members will clearly know the duration of each activity must be done. This sequence activity table makes project managers and teams understand the dependencies and relationships between different activities in a project. A sequence activity table typically consists of a table that lists all the project activities. The table includes columns for activity names, duration, predecessors, activity that must be completed before the current activity, and responsible person on each activity. The table allows project managers to identify the critical path, which is the longest sequence of dependent activities that determines the project's overall duration. By using a sequence activity table, project managers can effectively plan and schedule project activities, determine the project timeline, allocate resources, and identify any potential constraints that may affect the project's progress. It serves as a valuable tool for organizing and sequencing project activities to ensure a smooth and efficient project execution. While this is the Gantt chart using Microsoft Project, the main function of a Gantt chart is to assist project managers and teams in planning, tracking, and managing projects effectively. Using Microsoft Project in Gantt chart feature, you can efficiently plan, track, and communicate project schedules and progress, enabling effective project management and collaboration. From team activity sites, it takes overall almost 41 days for completed our tasks before, during, and after the event. We managed to settle our tasks before the event start on 24 of June 2023. We start roughly on 1 May 2023 after the tasks have been delegated to each of the team members. The Gantt chart is a powerful project management tool that provides a visual representation of project schedules, tasks, dependencies, and progress. It helps project managers plan, track, and manage projects effectively. The benefit of using a Gantt chart is to improve project planning and scheduling, clear visualization of task dependencies and critical paths, efficient resource allocation and management, effective progress tracking and monitoring, and also enhance communication and collaboration among project teams. By utilizing a Gantt chart, project managers can gain better control over project timelines, identify potential bottlenecks, and make informed decisions to keep projects on track. It serves as a valuable tool for project management, promoting successful project execution and timely completion.
Next, let's jump into the network diagram. Network diagram defines the sequence of how and when the activities will be performed. A network diagram is a graphical presentation of a project composed of a series of connected arrows and boxes to describe the interrelationship between the activities involved in the project. As you can see, this is a network diagram from the activity team. Our network diagram has flow left to the right and right to the left just because we want to prevent our network diagram from becoming too long and unwisely, so it is easier for us to present this network diagram. This is our overall network diagram in Excel file. Overall, we have 18 activities for this webinar project. For each activities, we put one responsible person which is the leader for the specific activity. It shows that the activities team performs activities starting from a cross-check list of participant attendance to develop the activities, monitoring the flow of activities until collecting the data of the winner and submitting the data to the management teams for prizes.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Aina. Today I would like to present my part which is related with early start, early finish, later start, later finish and total select. Okay, for the first task which is cross check list of participate attendant, the ES is 0, EF is 7, LS is 3, LF is 10 and the total select is 3. For the second task is sorting data, names and number phone of the participant attendant. The ES is 7, early finish is 12, later start is 10, later finish is 50 and the total select is 3. Okay, next, create and list budget for winner each activity. The early start is 12, early finish is 17, later start is 50, later finish is 20 and the last one is total select 3. Determine the platform of winner to collect the prize, the gift. Okay, the ES is 70, is EF is 90, later start is 20 and later finish is 22, the total select is 3. Next, choose TNG e-wallet as platform for the winner to collect the gift. Okay, the ES is 90, the early finish is 22, the latest start is 22 and the latest finish 25 and the total select is 3. Next, for the trial and error sum platform which is Kaho and Mentimeter, the ES is 22, EF is 29, latest start is 25 and latest finish is 28 and total select is 3. Okay, for additive, okay, as you can see, the additive the best platform for quiz session and choose a create account in Mentimeter. The total select is 3. The total select start with 0 for task create quiz question, which is the ES is 31 and EF is 34. Later start is 31, later finish is 34 and the total select is 0. Next is insert quiz question in Mentimeter. The early start is 34, the early finish is 40, later start is 39 and later finish is 39 and total select is 0. Next we move to the preview Mentimeter platform in rehearsal. The ES is 39, the EF is 40, later start is 39, later finish is 40 and total select is 0. Next, find website for stress test with the result and the ES is 40, early finish is 45, latest start is 40, later finish is 45 and total select is 0. Next, find the website, collect stress test result from participate. ES is 45, EF is 50, latest start is 45, latest finish is 40 and total select is 0. Next, find 2 or 3 participate for sharing session. So the ES is 50, the early finish is 45, later start is 40, later finish is 45, total select is 0. Next, collect list of winner from Metimeter for quiz session. For the ES is 55, EF is 49, later start is 55, later finish is 56, and the total select is 0. The second last is collect data such as name and number for sharing session. So the ES is 56, early finish is 57, later start is 49, later finish is 57, and total select is 0. And the last one for this project is submit data to management team finance for e-wallet. So the ES is 57, EF is 55, later start is 57, later finish is 58, and the last one is total select is 10. So the critical pair is starting from the task 9, 10, 12, 12, 11, 12, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 70. Same goal with critical activity. That's all from me. Thank you.
Now let's move on to the risk assessment metric. Risk assessment metric is very critical part when doing an event. This is where every team could know their risk, how to avoid it, and how to solve the problem that might be happen during the event, which the risk could disturb the event flow. Risk assessment metric diagram consists of 7 main parts, which is risk, impact, likelihood of occurrences, degree of impacts, action on trigger, responsibility, and response plan. As you can see, we have 6 risks, which is Mentimeter website system down, lack of engagement, limited participants, time management, negligence when collecting winners' data, and heavy activity without supervision. So I will pick one risk to explain, which is the last risk that stated on the diagram. We do an activity which participant can answer question from website, which is stress test. The result will come out with 3 main points, which is stress, anxiety, and depression. So knowledgeable speaker is needed to run this activity to avoid any risk. The risk of doing this activity is heavy activity without supervision, and the impact of the risk is participant might self-diagnose based on their stress result. The likelihood of occurrences is high, and the degree of impact is also high. The action of trigger for this risk is to verify the speaker's familiarity with the stress test. This is to ensure that the speaker could give a solution or suggestion to the participant to get help from professional if they got severe or extreme in each result that they got. The responsibility for this risk is FIRDAUS, and the response plan is to acknowledge the speaker about the test activity to let them stand by beforehand.
In the conclusion, I would like to thanks to Madam AFNI and also my team members. These are just a few objectives that my team can elaborate. The specific tasks are very depending on the nature of the event and overall objective of our project event that was held last month. That's all from us. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.